I'm back. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching my videos. I don't care if it's one person, two people. I appreciate it. You're taking time out of your day to watch me, and that means a lot, even if you're only here for a few seconds. Thank you. If you are here and you see these videos, like, subscribe. I plan on coming out with a lot more. I'm just getting started. I'm working on my consistency. If for nothing else, you're gonna get a lot of content. My daughter says, please subscribe. She's over here eating her pre-dinner snack. We're gonna eat dinner in like an hour and a half. So she's over here eating her little snacks. I'm gonna take this time while she's occupied to tell part 2 of my story time. I think I called it From Love Story to Lockup, I believe is what it's called. These first few parts are really going to just be a lot of background information so that you can really understand when we get into the nitty-gritty, because it gets good. It really does. No, it just gets interesting. So the last video I left off at me and my husband met, and I had left off before we hung out for the first time. So the first time we hung out, we were supposed to, he had planned like this really nice date for us, actually, at one of the very few nice restaurants we have out here by us. And the day of, I ended up getting really sick. I honestly just did not have it in me to get cute, and I just couldn't do it. And I probably wasn't gonna eat much because I just wasn't feeling good. So he was like, you know what, instead, I'll get you some pho. I can either drop it off for you, or, you know, you can come grab it. I was like, yeah, I'll come grab it. So I went to go grab the pho. He was very sweet and got me pho. I tore it up as soon as I got there. And then we just hung out. He was just moving there to here to the state that we're in, and then he had just really moved into his house, so he didn't really have any furniture. We were like sitting on the counters in the kitchen, and we didn't really have any furniture. So I was like, you know what, I'm very handy, let me help you put your furniture together. I'm usually really good at this stuff. I like building, and it's like Legos, you know. So he was like, okay, well, I gotta put my bed frame together. You can help me do that. Okay, cool. So we're putting the bed frame together, and these directions, I remember, were just terrible. They were terrible, and we were getting nowhere. So I think we just, if I remember correctly, there's so much that happened that these stories get jumbled up in my head. But if I remember correctly, we just kind of gave up. And instead, we just hung out. We were talking. We were up all night talking. And then I eventually fell asleep over there. Which, disclaimer, especially if my daughter is watching this one day in the future, don't sleep over at a stranger's house. He wasn't really a stranger. We had met one time. We had been talking, but that's still kind of a stranger. I mean, it worked out great for me. I'm very lucky that he was a very respectable man and treated me very good. And yeah, it turned out great for me, but just not a good idea. Don't sleep over at strangers' houses. And nobody knew where I was. It could have gone very bad. So that happened. And from there, like, he did express, you know, that he liked your girl. And I did like him too. She keeps banging because I'm not getting her food fast enough. And she's getting over a cold. So that nasty little cough won't go away. I have to give it to her in stages, or else she will just shove it all in her mouth at one time. So he did express this to me, and I did like him, but I had pretty recently gotten out of just a nasty relationship, and I was in that I really don't want to get back into a relationship kind of mode. And at the time, what I told him, which was really true, I really just wanted a good friend. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to scoop this food in. I really just wanted a good friend that I could talk to, confide in, you know, trust. You okay? Give me some water. And yeah, that's what I needed in that moment. And aside from looking for a relationship. So that's what we did. I mean, we hung out, we talked, we used to work out together. We'd go to the gym, or we do home workouts at his house. And I was gonna use that as an excuse, like, yeah, let's work out. But I really just wanted to see him and hang out with him. But that went on for like a month-ish. And then there was one day where I was just going through it at home. And he was out of town at this time. I think he was in Vegas, if I remember correctly, like visiting. He was out there with friends. So I called him, and I was going through it. I was having a day, and he was like, if you want to get away, you can just go to my house and hang out and whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. Now, at the time, he had a friend that was visiting. He had come to really kind of like stay for a little bit and help him out with business stuff. So he was there, and I never met this man before, but you know, I trust him if he, whatever. So I go, he lets me in the house, and I was just gonna hang out in, what should I call my, I'll call him baby daddy for now. I hate that word, but that's what I'm gonna call him for now. Because he's way more than just my baby daddy. I'm gonna call him my husband. He's still my husband. So, my husband's bedroom was locked because he doesn't trust anybody. So he locked his bedroom before he left, and that's where I'm supposed to be hanging out at. So, the first time I really met his friend, we're gonna call his friend, Hip Hop. We're gonna call him Hip Hop for a reason. So Hip Hop, this is the first time I'm really meeting him, but I was breaking into my husband's bedroom door, and I got in. The little card, you know what I'm saying? I got in. And yeah, that was that. His friend was cool. He's really nice. We just said, hey. He said, hey. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, break it into the room so I can hang out in there. He's like, okay, cool. So while I'm there hanging out in the room, you know, I call my husband. Was not my husband at the time, but I call him, and we were just friends at this moment. And you know, we were talking, and something just came over me, and I told him, I was like, did I tell him over the phone, or did I text it to him? I think I texted it to him because I was a little scared of cat. But after we got off the phone, I texted him, and I was like, I said something along the lines of, you know what, I think I'm ready to be with you. Like, I want to do this thing. I want to date, whatever. And this man texted me back like, he said, then why are you in my house? And I was like, what? What is he talking about? He was basically kicking me out. I was in shock. Like, you know when you send a text and then you like hide, you throw the phone and you hide because you don't even want to know what the person's about to reply. That's exactly what I did. And I get responsive, then why are you in my house? So I call him, and I'm like, excuse me, what's going on? And he thought that I had said, I don't want to be with you. Like, I thought about it, and I don't want to be with you. So things got lost in translation. My baby is singing. Yes. Ooh, excuse me. So I think she's trying to talk and tell her point of view from the story, too. So from that day, we started dating. And I think he came home like the next day from Vegas, I believe. It's like the next day or the day after that. And 7 days, I keep going about to say this. 7 days from the day we officially started dating, we got married. Yes. I got married 7 days after dating somebody. And this was 2 months after meeting each other. So I would hurt you. But like I said, it really, when I say it turned out good for me, y'all will probably like, the man is in prison, so how? But it really did. Like, he ended up being a great person, and we talked so much, and we just got along really well. We just vibed. So I just knew that was my person. Okay, I still love him to this day. But yeah, that's how it was our dating story. We dated for a week, and in the next part, I'll tell you about how we got married, that story. I'll tell you what made us decide to get married and how my family found out. I come from a very background information. I come from a very old school, strict Caribbean family. My daddy's Jamaican and my mom is Trinidadian, and they don't play about nothing. Okay, they're very strict. So just imagine in your head about how that went down. It did not go well. I'll give you that. They actually tracked me down and showed up at the door. Because your girl was not answering her phone. I was scared. I wasn't scared. I don't like, if I don't want to deal with certain things, I just won't deal. And I should have dealt, because it just led to a whole lot of other problems. But that'll be in the next story time about how my parents showed up. I had to tell them I was married, how we got married. We got married on top of a mountain. Well, in a mountain. I didn't think we were at the top, but yeah, it was very cute. Our wedding day was very cute. I always cherish it. So yeah, that was our 1 week dating story and how we led up to dating. I'm probably gonna retell all these stories with like better detail. I need to write this stuff down, but that's what I got. Thank you for listening. If you're still here, go back and watch my other videos. Comment, like, subscribe. If you comment your page, I will come and support your pages, and let's grow a village. It takes a village to raise ourselves. That is what I'm gonna say. It really does. We shouldn't be out here doing it alone. Life sucks a lot of the times. I'm the type of person that I like to just laugh and smile through the suck. Like, life is gonna life either way. That's always been my motto. Like, why not just be happy while you're doing it? And let's do it together. So thank you. I may be back today. I may not. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.